In this quick video guide, I'm gonna show you how you can export from Sketchup into Armorpaint. Now, Armorpaint is an open source and free software that you can download and use to paint out your object. So to create more interesting materials, you can use layers and you can use different brushes and different tools that you find. And if you're interested in the Armorpaint software, you can find an Armorpaint video course in the channel. So I'm just gonna give you a brief demonstration here of how you can export from Sketchup into Armorpaint, and then you can check our video courses in Sketchup Pro and in Armorpaint if you are more interested. Now, in this case, you can see here I have a lot of trees and vehicles and people. These are from Enscape, which is a real-time renderer for SketchUp. So all these will work only if using Enscape. So I'm just gonna export here something simple. Well, actually, when you work with Armorpaint, you shouldn't export all the scene. You should export object by object, work on that object, work with that material, the mapping, the textures, and then bring it back into SketchUp. Now, the format to either import or export, it's OBJ. That's the file you can see here from Armorpaint. We can export textures, we can export the different materials, or we can export the mesh. The mesh is going to be only in OBJ and Armorpaint format. So we're going to use OBJ also for importing. So I'm going to go here to File, and I'm going to export the 3D model. And that's going to be my, let's call it SketchUp Armorpaint. You can see I've already created one. So I'm just going to override this, and the file is going to be OBJ. We also have some options here. If you want to export the texture map, definitely you want to export the, well, if you want to change the coordinates and the units, and I'm only gonna export only the selected geometry. This is to avoid to export the overall scene. Now, I'm sorry this is in Italian, but it's so easy that you will just find the terms in English. So just go for export only selected, only selection, and that's it. So we're gonna export and OBJ and override this. In my case, I'm overriding. Okay. Now, when we're ready, we can just go here and go to File, Import, Mesh, and we're gonna get the OBJ file that we just created. Now, when you import, you can decide to split objects by objects, groups, or material. Usually, it's better for material, but you can do your test. And so this is the exported mesh, but right now we need to take care about the materials. We need to create more materials. We need to create, you can control and click with the left mouse to change the lighting, but we can start to paint out, you can see, on our object. So this is what Armorpaint is based on. And again, my suggestion is to export little by little. You can see here I've kind of selected some surfaces randomly, but I could select just this surface here or this surface here and then bring it then back into SketchUp. So this is going to be all for this video. If you enjoy it, please subscribe to the channel. If you want to support us, you can join the channel as a supporter, and you can write us. You can ask your questions, ask for assistance, or you can also give suggestions to other users. So again, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video guide.